And really, it don't even start at the date. Like, that's not the peacocking phase. That inbox,
Mm.
because a lot of people do not make it out of the inbox.
Oh, I believe
You
that.
got to get a number.
I believe that.
So, yeah.
So how do you peacock in the inbox? So I can see why somebody want to go to the upper echelon, but you got to earn your way up to that, man. You know, unless you really, really impress me, and then I might try to splurge a little bit.
I think getting that expensive date right off the bat is just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if y'all hit it off real good? What if you meet him somewhere where you can talk, and so y'all have a great conversation? He get your number, y'all talk for a little while. You know, maybe, a week, 2 weeks before y'all go out. I don't know how this works. I've been married since, the early 2000s. Well, in a relationship since the early 2000s.
It really just depends. It depends on the vibe. It depends on the person. It depends on what kind of date it is. Because I feel like there are levels to dates too. Because
exactly,
I could just be trying to get to know you and then go out for a drink. But then there could be somebody who's trying to wife me and they're going to take me on an expensive date.
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't be at both at the same time.
Yeah. And I gotta think, like, if I meet this girl and I like her, I gotta move into the competition phase as a man, because I'm sure she's single. She's not just texting and calling me. So now I gotta get the attention.
I don't know. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but like, I feel like there's.
I hate that phase.
Yeah, you gotta peacock a little bit.
I hate that phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason we have this table and this battle in general. Almost because that phase. Everybody is sort of courting multiple people to an extent. So it's like, why would I take you on this expensive date? It don't work. Now I got to take her on this expensive date, and then it won't work. And you just going through this, and now it's just been 2 weeks. You done been on 4 expensive dates.
But I feel like you got to know who you're going to give that time and energy to.
Exactly.
Because if you're taking everybody on an expensive date, some of those are going to be great investments. I'd say 4. If you're going on 4 expensive dates, one of those is going to be worth the investment.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and if you go on 4,
you go for 4.
You better have it. But you better have a bread backing. Like, you shouldn't be going on 4 expensive dates in 2 weeks. That's a little wild. You don't have a good vetting process.
Even in a month's time.
Yeah, you don't have a good vetting process.
2 months.
Oh, golly, how many people are going on dates in a month? With different people.
People move crazy out here. That's all I can tell you. People move crazy, especially the people that made that list. I can only imagine, because you know how women inboxes are. Every girl I've ever dated had a wild inbox. I'm just like, dang, nigga. It's like a scroll, just like.
Hey, Grand Rising Queen.
So it's just like, it's
How's
definitely in a month's time, if she is open to it. And again, those women in that made that list are the ones that's doing that for the most part.
And really, it don't even start at the date. Like, that's not the peacocking phase. That inbox. Because a lot of people do not make it out of the inbox.
Oh, I believe
you
that.
got to get a number.
I believe that.
So, yeah.
So how do you peacock in the inbox?
So I would say for me, good conversation, because I have ADHD. If you can't keep my attention for long, it's not gonna work.
I believe that.
And then on top of that, like, nothing irritates me more than the same thing. Like, how was your day? How you doing? And then the conversation stops and it doesn't go any further.
Dog.
Because it's like, I'm pretty much an open book. So if you're on my timeline, you know I like movies. You know I like gaming. You know I like shopping. Talk to me about something. But I'm appreciating you're asking me how my day was, but
just fucking boring.
Yeah, very.
It's just
I
fucking
don't even know
boring,
if I asked
man.
that question no more.
What? How's your day?
Yeah, I kind of stopped caring about that question. Cause that's a question that I ask like somebody I care about. I don't ask in that peacock phase because at that point I'm lying, acting like I care how your day went really. And because I don't, I rarely do. I feel like majority of people rarely do. You just met this girl yesterday and you're just like, hey, how was your day? And you're just like, that's kind of just a question you just ask. It ain't no way.
D, if you're keeping up, the name of this segment now has switched to Inbox Peacocking. Inbox Peacocking. Label it as such, please.
So yeah. I'm glad I'm just naturally just...
So what's your go-to?
I'm goofy, dog.
You comment on the picture?
I am just goofy. I'm an idiot. So, and that's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Okay.
I can just carry a conversation. That is just what I can do. I don't know what it is, but I'm also not everybody's cup of tea. Because I have learned that I get turned off easy by stupidity, and some women get turned off by intelligence. It's just what it is.
Damn.
And I imagine that goes the same way, vice versa.
No, that's for real. That's for real. Especially these like young girls. Like their attention spans are shorter and shorter. Because
I promise you, if I hear 2 and 3 times after I talk about something, discuss something, y'all don't watch the podcast. I talk about the same type of stuff. I'm talking about AI or whatever, or talking about some news, and you just like, delete. Oh, you ain't gonna make it. I ain't got time for that.
I can understand that though.
Damn, yo, it's gotta be tough being single after 30, man.
And the fun time for a man is fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, but then you gotta find that one. Like your expectations are like nothing when you're young. But like once you get like 30, it's like you got a long list. Like you hear what you were just talking about?
That's true.
Like where you gonna find a girl that's gonna talk about AI and investing and home equity and HOAs and like that girl's already fucking married.
A lot of them. But a lot of them are single.
Yeah. And they got high expectations too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to take your big ass list and you got to create this fucking Venn diagram, you know what I'm saying? And see what hits in the middle, you know what I'm saying? You got to combine your list.
Sometimes I think it's easier, and I would like to get your perspective on that as well. I think once 2 people have found themselves, I think it's sometimes easier to combine those personalities. Because also when you're younger, you damn near, you don't know who you are. So you ever changing, like I remember we were talking about with Brandon. Every 5 years you a new person. At this point, I'm Bobby. I know what I am at this point. Hell, I'm still changing and growing, of course, but that's only so much at this point. Hell, I'm gonna still be retarded in 5 years. It ain't gonna change. So I think it's easier once you get a little older. But I don't know. I ain't married, so I don't know.
I think that's a different conversation. You know, married and dating
in
2023. True. That's a big difference. Like dating now, like from what I hear, is crazy.
It's trash.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like your expectations are different. Like, what are your expectations?
Honesty, loyalty, stability. Gotta be trying to do something better with yourself.
What we got last?
No, man. We're not. What do y'all even want to talk about? Number 5, folks.
I was watching Steve Harvey this morning.
Okay.
And it was almost like the short question we asked earlier. So we were talking about balding. So when is it time to just let it go? When is it time to just go ahead and get them clippers and check? At what point? And since we got you here, it's perfect.
Like, what do you...
When did you just finally say...
obvious.
When it ain't obvious there.
Not to everybody.
I would say I got some friends. I be wanting to tell them.
Right, you gotta make a real decision, man. Like for me, it was like when I started thinning up top, and like I just didn't have that smooth grade of hair like I used to. But like I couldn't get the waves forming, and it was just light in some areas, dark in some areas. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was like, I'm not juicing this up every day.
But see, you got the beard though, so that help you out. See, for the brother that ain't got that, I feel him. That baby and baby up here just. Woo.
No, you can't have baby on baby. Yeah, you can't have a baby on baby.
Woo.
No baby and baby.
Yeah, you gotta have a beard if you're gonna go bald.
Next thing you know, you in the barber chair with the glue.
Better not be.
That shit look fire though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I be seeing some of them male units.
It do be
Them shits be fire, bro.
Like the fact that they can do that is low key cool as hell.
Who was the first dude to try that? Like, hey bro, can I glue something on your head, bro?
Hey, real talk. I went to high school with a dude. He didn't have that, but he had the lock extension.
Okay.
And we picked on him so much about this.
He was ahead of the curve.
So far ahead. Like my boy could have had like a branding company or something with this. Like he could
Definitely could have.
Because this is like 2010, 20, yeah, about 2010. He had these little bitty dreads, and 2 days later, boys, shit down him.
Yeah.
It's nuts.